This is the Colorado Connection.
Welcome to the Colorado Amateur Radio Emergency Service VHF net. This is K0WSU and my name is Paul. And I hang out somewhere up in Conifer, representing District 1, or Region 1, District 6. Net control for this session of the Colorado ARES net. Do we have any emergency or priority traffic? Hearing none, we'll move on. This is a directed net for coordination of Colorado ARES districts and to provide a forum for announcements of interest to the ARES community. Please use the following techniques when participating in this net. Use a transmit tone of 88.5 hertz. Optionally, you can also decode a receive tone of 123.0 hertz if your transceiver supports split tone operation. Key your transmitter and wait 2 seconds before speaking. Do not use the technique of keying up and saying this is or good evening and unkeying before giving your call sign information, as this causes problems with the system. Please allow the repeater to drop completely between transmissions to prevent timeouts. Use plain English, standard ITU phonetics, and no Q signals, please. You can also participate in this net via IRLP, and I think I've got an older script, so we'll move on down. Backup net frequencies are Rocky Mountain Radio League's 146.940 negative offset with a 103.5 hertz tone, or Pikes Peak FM Association's 146.970 negative offset with a 100 hertz tone. I'll now call on Section Management. Please indicate if you have business for the net. Section Manager Jack Chiacha, WM0G. How about Section Emergency Coordinator Robert Wareham, N0ESQ?
Good evening, Paul. Thanks for taking the net. This is N0ESQ, and I have no traffic this evening.
Fancy that. Assistant Section Emergency Coordinators and Section Liaison Officers.
This is Kilo Echo 0, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo, KE0, KFB, ESF8 Liaison Hal, with traffic.
Let's move on down to Regional Emergency Coordinators.
Kilo 1, Delta November, Amanda, Regions 4 and 5.
W0, OJ, Phil, Region 6-7.
Any other stations with business for the net? Please call now.
This is Whiskey 6, Alpha Uniform November, Perry, with business.
This is John, ECU from Region 2, District 2, with traffic, Kilo Delta 0, Sierra Foxtrot Yankee.
SFY, did you have traffic? John. I will now take check-ins from emergency coordinators and their designated representatives or ARRL officials that do not have business for the net. Please give call sign, name, title, and district. ECs or designated representatives, Region 1, North Central.
Kilo 0, Sierra Foxtrot Alpha. 2, R1, D1, no traffic.
How about ECs or designated representatives, Region 2, South Central?
This is Kilo Delta 0, Mike Romeo Charlie, Jim R2 T1 EC.
Well, I'm going to stop there for a moment and acknowledge N0ESQ, KE0KFB, K1DDN, N0OJ, W6AUN, KD0SFY, K0SFA, and KD0MRC. Did I get that right? Let's move down to ECs or designated representatives, Region 3, 4, and 5, Northeast, Southeast, and South.
This is Whiskey 0 Delta Delta Zulu W0 DDZ, Dave, Region 3, District 2, AEC.
Whiskey Bravo 0, Yankee Kilo Oscar, Mike EC R5D2.
Kilo 0 Juliet Sierra Charlie, R5D1 EC.
Kilo Echo 0, Bravo Yankee Quebec, Chris, 5-2, AEC.
The Kilo Juliet call sign, can you come back with your call sign? I didn't get the whole call sign there.
Yeah, it's Kilo 0 Juliet Sierra Charlie, K0 JFC.
I copy K0 JSC, thank you. Let's move on down to ECs or designated representatives, Region 6, 7, 8, 9, San Luis Valley, Southwest, West, and Northwest. Any additional ARRL officials, please call now. Well, then I'd like to acknowledge W0DDZ, WB0YKO, K0JSC, KE0ZYQ. Did I get that right?
BYQ, Kilo Echo 0, Bravo Yankee Quebec.
Thanks for the correction. This is K0WSU net control for the Colorado ARES net, and we've got 3 stations with traffic, and let's start out with KE0KFB.
Hi all, this is Hal Jennings. I'm the section ESF8, that's Public Health and Medical Liaison. I wanted to get the word out that it's now open season for hospitals to apply for the annual Federal Hospital Preparedness Program grant funds available for enhancing their disaster preparedness, response, and recovery. Specifically, these grant funds can be used to enhance hospitals' federally mandated redundant communications, such as antenna systems, radios, and even the cost of FCC licensure training for hospital staff. Hospitals request these grants through their healthcare coalition. The window for hospitals to submit proposals is now open and closes in early September. The healthcare coalition should announce funding decisions around October 1st, and hospitals will then have about 9 months to purchase, install, and test equipment, submit the final reports. I'm passing this info so that districts can work with served hospitals can ensure their points of contact are aware of this funding opportunity. Sometimes points of contact don't find out about the grant opportunity until it's too late to put a quality grant proposal together. Let me reset for repeaters. Continuing, if there is hospital interest in seeking a grant to enhance their redundant communications, I recommend the supporting district give them needed and desired technical assistance in putting the grant proposal together. Historically, some hospital grant proposals have failed due to inadequate planning. ARES technical assistance can greatly enhance the chances of successful funding and implementation by ensuring the proposal is technically sound and complete. One important lesson learned: the hospital person submitting the grant proposal should coordinate rooftop antenna locations, cable penetrations and runs, and radio room location with the hospital's director of facilities prior to submission of the grant proposal. In summary, these hospital preparedness program grants are available to hospitals to enhance their readiness. For those in ARES leadership with access to Dropbox, I have some reference material in a folder titled Hospital Liaison. You can also contact me by going to the coloradoares.org website, go to the Contact Us tab, and just click on ESF8 Liaison and send me a message. 73, this is KE0KFB, back to net.
Thanks, Hal. I think the next one on the list was W6AUN. Perry, your traffic, please.
Good evening on the net. Last week, on August 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, R1D5 ARES, along with members of the Douglas County Incident Management Team Communications Unit, provided communication support during the 100th anniversary of the Douglas County Fair and Rodeo. This event was ran completely on public safety top groups and frequencies. During the 4-day event, we provided communication support for several lost children, several medical incidents, daily severe weather, and a law enforcement incident involving a break-in at a Douglas County gun store and the apprehension of the suspect along with stolen weapons. Break. So far, we've received several messages of thanks and a job well done from the Douglas County Sheriff's Office and Douglas County Facilities Department. We've already been asked to anticipate being asked next year to operate the communication side of the Douglas County Fair Command Center. And I want to thank all the members from R1D5 ARES for volunteering their time during these 4 days and for doing such a good job with communications. This completes my report. W6AUN, back to net.
Thank you, Perry. I think the next one was KD0SFY. John, your traffic, please.
Thanks. This is KD0SFY. I got a couple of things. First off, everybody probably saw in the news about the severe hail that hit Fountain, Colorado, and the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo area. This was yet another severe hailstorm that we've had in the area. And again, the National Weather Service was extremely appreciative of all of our weather spotters that were out and about calling in some of these hailstones. There were some very, very large ones So we continue to make a difference, and they're continuing to be recognized by the National Weather Service down in Pueblo. Let me break. Last weekend, I had 3 operators participate in an event called Kids First Safety Day. This takes place at one of the malls here in Colorado Springs, and it gives us a chance to get out in front of the public, tell them what we do, and how we support the community, and gives us a chance to interact with some kids and talk to both the kids and the parents about communications and communications planning in the event of an emergency or disaster. Yesterday, we had 9 operators up on Pikes Peak supporting this cycling hill climb. This is a fun event for us, and we contribute a great deal by transferring the results down from the summit to the awards area, some 5,000 feet below, using packet radio. This year, we stepped it up from 1,200 baud to 9,600 baud, and it was a great success. Let me reset one more time. And coming up next weekend is a huge event for us. We've got the Pikes Peak Ascent and Marathon. The ascent's on Saturday, and the marathon is on Sunday. So we will, over this weekend, deploy close to 24 operators on the mountain, ranging from Manitou Springs all the way up to the summit, helping to coordinate and track runners, transportation, medical responses, and so forth. So it's going to be a busy weekend for us next weekend. And that's all I've got. This is KD0SFY, back to net.
This is the Colorado Connection.
Thank you, John. Now we'll go to Philip K0BAN for the Colorado ARES HF Net Report.
Good evening to the net. This is K0BAN up here at R3D2, and I'm going to start off with CWNet today. Net control was W0OJW. Time lasted for 17 minutes. 5 stations checked in. Question of the day. Do you have any station chores before the weather turns? Good question. Single sideband net control was K0MC. Time lasted for 14 minutes, and you had 20 stations check in. The last one I got is sound card net. Net control was K0TER. We had 3 minutes, 1 station checked in. Just the net control and others being away or suffering equipment difficulties. Reset. Alright, the Colorado Weather Net. 2 meters had 22 check-ins and 75 was at 19, kind of low. The high in the state, Greeley, Colorado at 102. The low in the state was, you know where, Leadville at 35 degrees. And it was dry, no precip. That's all I have for the Colorado Weather Net. It's just K0BAM back to net control. Good evening.
Thank you, Philip. We now go to Roy, WA0SJQ for the Colorado Road Report.
There's no road report till after Labor Day.
Thank you. I'm not reading the script correctly. So let's go on down to check-ins from all stations listening. Call sign suffixes Alpha through India.
1
is Kilo Echo Zero Golf Mike Sierra, Randy, 5-2.
Kilo India Zero Echo Papa, Alan, R1D2. Kilo Echo Zero Foxtrot Kilo India, Parker.
Okay, let's continue with call signs Juliet through Romeo.
Kilo Echo Zero, Kilo Echo
Yankee
Bravo,
Bravo,
Brian,
Walt,
R5D2.
R2D2, KE0 KYB.
Whiskey Bravo 5, Papa Juliet Bravo, WB5PJB, Gary, Region 1, District 5.
Kilo Echo Zero, Papa Sierra Romeo, John, R5D1.
Okay, let's hold it up there. I had a double, Walt KB0KYB. You doubled with some other station that started with K, but I'll go down the list first. I had K0BAN, of course, KE0GMS, K0EP, KE0KFI, KB0KYB, WB5PJB, KE0PSL. If I didn't call, please correct me.
Correction.
Go ahead.
Call was Kilo India Zero Echo Papa.
Copy Kilo India Zero Echo Papa. And then we had the one double we've got to resolve.
It was Kilo Echo Zero, Kilo Echo Papa, Brian, R5D2.
Thank you, Brian. I copy Kilo Echo Zero, Kilo Echo Papa. So let's go on down and get the rest of the alphabet, Sierra through Zulu.
This is Kilo Charlie Zero, Uniform Foxtrot Oscar, Brian, R2D3.
I got Kilo Charlie Zero, Uniform Foxtrot Oscar, and let's go Alpha through Zulu and catch anybody that might be a little late.
November 0, Mike Kilo Victor, R1D6.
So I think that's just about everybody. I got N0MKV. Marco, you're the last one on the list. Anybody else? Okay, hearing none. This is K0WSU net control for the Colorado ARES net. Are there any stations with additional business or comments for the net? Again, hearing none, stations with appropriate band privileges are encouraged to participate in the following Colorado ARES nets. The HF single sideband net on 3.810 megahertz lower sideband at 8 a.m. every Sunday morning. The HF digital net on 3.590 megahertz marked RTTY at 0730 on the first, third, and fifth Sundays. The HF sound card net on 3.590 megahertz at 0830 the second and fourth Sundays. The HFCW net on 3.570 megahertz at 7:30 on the second and fourth Sundays, and the 2-meter single sideband net at 1900 hours every Monday on 144.220 megahertz upper sideband. Are there any late check-ins? Hearing none, we'll close this net out. Thank you for participating in the Colorado ARES VHF net. I show 23 check-ins. This net is now closed at 2026. And our thanks to the Colorado Connection for the use of their repeater system. Following the net, please allow the repeater's carrier to drop completely and wait 30 seconds to allow everything to disconnect after the net. 73s, this is K0WSU.
This presentation was brought to you by the Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club. For more information, visit our website, ncarc.net. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.